Hello, children. Oh my god, did I just burp? You heard that?
That was like a gurgle in your throat.
What the hell? Anyway, for this episode, we are going to do. We're gonna talk about small victories that we've experienced during the pandemic, and then we're going to end with a malibag.
Oh my gosh, Jim, sobrang sakit ng katawan ko.
This episode was brought to you by Alaksan FR, the fastest Alaksan.
Not as fast as you.
Alaksan FR has ibuprofen and paracetamol formulation for body and muscle pain. FR stands for fast relief. It's used for different types of body and muscle pains. Alaksan FR, the fastest.
I need that right now.
Why it takes so long? I'm tired of talking.
Welcome to the Wake Up with Jim Saab podcast.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi, Jim.
Hello.
Is it weird that I call you Jim? I do call you Jim, huh?
Pagkalit ka.
Oh?
Jim.
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 Jim. You call me Sabby.
Yeah.
Ah.
Pag very serious.
Jim. Jim? Jim?
Pag may kailangan kang pasahin.
Jim.
Jim.
Jim. Tanggalin mo yung headphones mo, Jim.
Okay, so for this episode, we're gonna talk about the importance of celebrating small victories.
Yeah.
And the reason why we wanted to talk about that is because, so first we shared our battles during this pandemic. The struggles that we've been dealing with, yung mga kinasastresan naman. And then on the previous episode 130, we talked about the weapons that we've used in this battle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ano?
Parang tips for taking care of yourself during this pandemic.
Yes. Tools.
Tools. And I think because we've managed to survive, we just want to reiterate like the importance of actually celebrating each day, celebrating the little victories in each day.
So meron palang ganung progression tong series natin.
Ngayon ko lang naisip.
Fairness. Parang may battle talaga.
So, yeah.
Battle.
I just hope na, kasi everyone's going through the same thing. And parang while we've
some more intense than others.
Yeah,
some easier than others, but pretty much
everyone has to celebrate.
We're experiencing a similar thing, and I'm sure if you look hard enough, there are small victories that we can celebrate.
And I think for this podcast, we are going to pretty much magdadaldal lang kami about yung mga mababaw na
Let's
kaligayahan.
see if there's a storm breaker in the end, but
pero ang plano namin is we're just gonna share like little stuff that we found to have actually when we kasi challenge namin before we did the pod, sabi namin, sige, let's think of all these little things that made us happy during this quarantine, that without if hindi ganito nangyari, without all these the anxiety, we wouldn't have really recognized as something as a victory. So my first one I really love the fly swatter that we got.
yeah.
It's an electric fly swatter. Maganda siya.
It's pretty.
Kasi naalala ko in our condo life, nagka-lamok attack kami. Naalala mo yun?
To be fair, I think in our old condo, parang we were by the Pasig River.
Oh.
So there was a season na talagang dengue fest.
Lamok
Diba?
fest. Oh.
So, in fairness to the condo, they gave all the units of fly swatter.
They didn't give that.
Di ba?
Binili natin yun.
Hindi, there were 2, Jim. One was issued by the condo. Di ba?
Binili natin. Ano
Why
ka ba?
why am I making things up in my head?
We bought. Tas nalala ko, I bought it. Tas sinabi mo,
Maybe I just couldn't remember. I can't believe na sobrang tsaka nung binili mo.
exactly. Yun nga. So I
Well,
bought
there wasn't much of a choice.
I bought the fly swatter, and then sabi ni Saab pag uwi ko, sabi niya, you couldn't have gotten couldn't you have gotten something even more uglier?
Sobrang
Orange
what do I
borders.
say? Eyesore.
Eyesore. So we had those. Tapos, they never worked. As in,
Yeah.
nakakatawa parang pag may, uy, putay na may lamok. Gagamitin ko yung orange fly swatter na yun, and then naka-on. Tapos, kasi hindi ba parang sobrang small victory at sobrang relief yung pag may
Yes.
sarap, tak, tak. Eh, yung bulok na yun, yung bulok na yun, nagtatak, tak, tak, kahit walang napapatay.
Oh.
Pero pag hinampas mo yung lamok na sure shot,
Oh, hindi patay.
walang tunog.
Oh.
At hindi patay.
Weird.
So this new one is white. I forget the brand, but we can post it on our exclusive Facebook group. But it's really, kasi as you know, I work out outside.
Uh-huh. As you know, labo.
We talked about it
Ah,
kasi in the last episode, diba?
I'm like, huh? Yeah, or yung my dream patio na ginawang gym. Na once again, eyesore.
Lalala ko yung isa pa eyesore. So sabi ko, gusto ko talaga ng what do you call that? A bench press. Yung higaan na pwede kang mag-bench press. So sabi ko, ito, mura lang to.
Yung hihigaan mo para makapag-press ka ng dumb...
Makapag-press.
I mean, like, explain it to people who don't know what a bench press is.
Google it.
Parang bawal.
The listeners can.
Okay, fine.
Anyway, so, pagdating, kasi the thing is, I don't know bakit ang daming dragon. No? Daming dragon sa mundo. Like, unnecessary dragons. Nagigets mo?
Yeah.
Like, I've told this story a couple of times, pero I remember, like, nung college ako, wala pang Uniqlo.
Yeah.
So, sometimes I just wanted a t-shirt na mura, na maganda yung tela. Wala ring linya-linya nung time na yun.
Yes.
So, nung time na yun, every time like I see a shirt, oh, ang ganda ng tela, ang ganyan, biglang sa may hip part, yung tago talaga, may dragon.
Yeah.
May
And
dragon.
all the nice gaming chairs have dragons.
Yun, yung mga gaming chairs. So itong bench press, nakita ko sa Lazada, bought it, mura. Pagdating dito, dragon.
Well, guess what, Jim?
Ah.
I'm a dragon. 1988, boom!
When I say dragon, it's not necessarily hindi siya Mushu dragon. All the time. Most of the time, it's a
dragon.
a Mushu dragon pero may 1987 or mga
Oh, yeah. Embroidered.
ganon. Ito wala naman. It's dragon-esque.
Well, so you call it the dragon when there's a design that's like unnecessary and just ruins the whole aesthetic. So anyway, back to the fly swatter. Yun, I've enjoyed. It's been like one of my things. Like I take pride in it as a father na pinapatay ko yung mga lamok dito sa bahay. Disease carriers.
And it's very, I can't believe we've been talking for 5 minutes about a fly swatter. But anyway,
I'm sure people can relate.
yeah, I mean, again, that's why.
Alam mo, when I was in, I want to say high school, walang mga electric fly swatter na ganyan.
Wala talaga.
Pero ako, meron kaming fly swatter.
Yung Donald Duck.
Huh?
yung mukhang pato.
I think like you're talking about a specific thing from your childhood.
Hindi, yung flat na swatter na
Yeah.
analog. Analog.
Bakit Donald Duck?
Kasi mukhang pato.
What's a pato? A duck?
Yeah.
Parang naging mukhang duck yun.
Mukha siyang panga ng duck.
Panga ng duck. Labo.
Why?
Parang hindi ko gets. Anyway, wala. Even if it wasn't electric,
It was
Enjoy
analog,
ako.
basically.
it was like a manual thing.
Alam mo, hindi ko gets
Analog
dati.
fly swatter.
Ang hindi ko gets dati, Lazy Susans. Parang, I just...
No, but if you had a lazy Susan in your house, mayaman ka.
Kung may Lazy
Wala
Susan...
kaming lazy Susan.
Kung may Lazy Susan ka, for sure, meron ka nung analog duck.
Bakit duck?
That's,
Di ko
I don't know why I
gets.
associated that. I always associate the Lazy Susan
With the fly swatter.
with the duck swatter.
Oh. Alam mo, masayang usapan yung mga...
Mga lumang stuff sa bahay
Ay,
na...
saya.
Bakit nandito to? And parang...
Yung mga yung mga
Tapos nawala
yung mga
na.
pangtakip ng food na parang hindi madapuan.
Oh, yun. Ang tawag ko naman sa mga ganun, Kylo Ren.
Wala pang Kylo rin. Colander.
Okay, ikaw. Small victory.
Something that na-notice ko. That during this quarantine ba kailangan? Or
Yeah.
well, my shorts fit me. My pre-pregnancy shorts. Actually, hindi lang siya. They don't just fit me, but they're actually very loose. So that's a small victory for me. That
I think it's a huge victory kasi...
it's not as if I was like.
No.
It wasn't as if I was like, oh my god, please these shorts. No,
Hindi, I'm just
it's a
saying...
small victory because I wasn't even thinking about those shorts.
I
and
know. That's the thing. Yun yung point ko. This whole time,
Then, are you calling me fat? Joke.
this whole time, you've never said, I want to lose weight. I can't believe you've
In
never...
fairness nga, I
Hindi ka
haven't.
ganun at all.
I used to be
And
like that.
you look great now and
Thanks.
it's been seamless and you're healthy.
You know why? I think that's the reason why I'm losing weight. Not that losing weight is, but I mean, obviously, if you just came from giving birth to 2 kids, there's weight to be lost. I think the reason why it's going as swimmingly as it could is because nga I'm not thinking na parang, oh my gosh, I need to do this. I need to lose weight. No. Maybe that's why. So, yeah, that's a small victory for me that I didn't even I don't care about the number on the weighing scale. I really just I feel great. I'm stronger. I feel it. And bonus na lang that my clothes fit me better. So that's a small victory for me.
Nice.
Nice.
Ako, a small victory is regular podcasts.
Hey.
Because we're here together. So, wala talaga tayong excuse. But in general, I guess, kasi, well, what we're gonna go into bigger victories, no? Pero, when I say podcast, I mean, I think it's reconfiguring our setup as a married couple and as best friends. Na we found our way. Parang nahanap na may bago na naman tayong dynamic.
Yeah.
'Di ba?
That's true.
I think it's a huge victory.
That's how you keep the spice alive. The
Yeah.
fire alive. You become best friends, and then you become bandmates, then you become like podcast hosts.
Yeah, kasi nung umpisa, 'di ba?
Mix it up.
Nung umpisa, our dynamic was you getting pissed na hindi ako maka-adjust sa bagong setup. And then me expecting stuff out of you. And I'm just happy that,
We're co-working together. In
Yeah.
fairness, because we're also in just one room.
yeah.
I
And
moved into your office.
medyo nakuha na namin yung galawan ng isa't isa na, okay, naka-headphones siya. Hindi talaga ako makikisatsat.
Unless it's really important.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Another one. Do you have?
Go ahead.
Okay. My next one, another small victory. I am now officially the UV master of the home.
He's obsessed. He's UVing the whole freaking house. 24/7 lagi may, bawal pumasok dyan. Air out muna din. Okay.
Can you explain?
So there's this thing called the UV light, right? Parang yung UV thing, it's not only UV, there's also ozone. So basically it kills bacteria, germs, viruses.
It's what hospitals use.
Yeah,
So it's a light that kills the tiniest. Alam mo yung mga hotels ginagamit to. Kaya when people check, parang do quality check on hotels, they use that blue light to see if anong little germs yung nandun. So UV apparently kills all those little germs. So you have to turn it on. No one should be in the room, and then depending on the UV, you have to stay out for like an hour, 30 minutes or to an hour. So yun.
Yeah.
So ako, as the father, I really enjoy it because parang I like having so again, all these little things that I'm saying, the grand scheme of things is I enjoy na nakuha ko na yung role ko as a dad. Mas na-find, parang
You like being the protector. Huh?
Hindi, marami akong nakukuha ang mga little bits and pieces of my role as a father. For example, especially when there's a newborn, yung dad talaga will really be OP. Ma-OP talaga. Kasi the newborn will just keep wanting to breastfeed. You could change the diaper and stuff, pero magaling si Saab doon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want it to be like not done correctly anyway.
Yun. So, mababaw lang
Hey,
kasi.
you changed a lot of diapers, Jim.
Yeah. Ang naisip ko lang kasi parang mababaw lang yung role ko, pero now that it's nice to know na I'm the after lunch nap master of Vito.
Yeah.
I am the UV master. I am the fly killer master. Wala lang. So yun, that's one. The
That's
UV.
nice.
I just like the fact that I am the one killing all the germs.
Oh.
Then,
I also do by washing my hands.
okay. Ikaw. Yung ano mo. Nakakatawa puro gadgets yung mga small victory. Pero that's the point of this whole thing.
Yeah.
Mababaw. Ang sayo, your tak,
My
tak,
setup,
tak. Oh, yung ergonomic.
You've been coveting.
Yeah.
Coveting.
Yeah.
How do I say that?
Coveting.
Coveting. Cobeta.
So Saab has gone full ergonomic. What do you call your
I have
keyboard?
a laptop riser. Actually, it's a knockoff of some super Kickstarter brand or something. I just got it.
The laptop thing?
The laptop riser.
Really?
It's but I got a legit Keychron K6 keyboard. Na talagang tak 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 tak. Jim's in a Zoom meeting and then I'm like tak 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 tak. So it's a keyboard. It's a mechanical keyboard, and it just gives you the satisfaction of typing really loudly.
Nakakatawa nga when Ali of the Linya Linya show brought that up to us, parang rinecommend niya. Una, Ali is not a techie guy. As in, not at all.
Sobra kaming nag-connect doon.
Pero nung sinuggest niya, sabi ko, wow, is that a thing? Parang hinahanap pala ng tao yun. And then I just remembered, oh nga pala, there was always this good vibe of
Yeah, pag nag-ano ka sa Dota, di ba?
when you're typing and it's, pag nagdo-Dota, back.
Back, gago! Ate, sinipansit!
So, ang sarap ng
Oy!
sound na yun. And so si Sav has that. And the thing with that thing, ano ba yan?
The thing with the keyboard.
The thing with the keyboard is that kahit kunwari mag-aano ka lang, magpo-post ka lang sa Facebook ng had a great day today, you feel like you
You wrote a book.
you accomplished a balance sheet or you wrote a book.
Tak, 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 tak. Tak, 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 tak.
Okay.
So that's mine.
Noted.
Actually, in fairness, it gets me to answer
Emails.
which I never liked doing before.
Another small victory for Sab, I would say, is again, she is officially the greatest baker in the world.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna say another small victory for me is I am now the family's budget master.
Yeah.
Who would have thought, Jim? Grabe.
Yeah.
I am on top of things.
Sobra.
I can't believe it.
Sobra.
And I was, as in, I've been able to make things work for us.
You're not
Alam mo, I should start like a webinar.
You're
and
not
like,
just a budget master, you're like the logistics head.
I am the logistics head.
Like, I'm talking to Saab about like, uy, alam mo, naisip kong pwede natin gawin sa podcast. Tapos si Saab like, oh nga, ganyan. And then while she's doing that, she ordered groceries na from 3 different places, paid blank bills, blah, blah, blah. Wow.
Had some receipts picked up and like documents sent.
Why is that a victory?
Well, I don't know. It's just checking things off my to-do list. I don't know.
No,
It's a victory
why
for
is it why the mere fact that ikaw na yung budget master and
The budget master thing, actually it's a huge victory for me because sobrang I really didn't know how to manage my money. When we first met, I was just the type na, parang I'm lucky enough to have money, and if there's money in my bank account, I feel like, yay, I have money to spend. Okay, kain tayo. O ako libre ko. Tapos parang,
bilan natin ng ticket sa Boracay si Manny.
like, okay lang akong bahala sa lahat. Game.
And then, tas lagi
And then, alam mo, in fairness, I think rin naman, I mean, I don't want to make excuses, pero feeling ko, the reason why rin naman nabibiyayaan ako ng ganun is because nga, like kong sinishare in fair. I mean, I don't want to say it, but it's true.
it's true.
So, in fairness, I'm now also blessed with the knowledge to stop spending.
Hindi, nakakatawa nga eh. I think
Wala naman ako pinag-iipunan dati, di ba?
everyone shares the same that same type of thinking na si Sab dati like kasi Jim, tingnan mo, kung hindi ano yun, parang kuwari, nag-travel kami. Sabi, nasa Japan na. Sabi niya, Jim, I think we should buy this thing. O bili tayo ng concert tickets.
Yeah.
Ko, why? Sabihin mo, well, kasi isipin mo, we could have spent for this.
Yeah, I'm always
Or
like that.
may savings kasi tayo from staying in this hotel instead of this.
Yeah.
So dapat ganun.
Yeah, that's always how I think. Parang, well, nakatipid tayo sa ganyan.
Ganyan.
So technically, we have it to spend. So why not? And then, it's an experience. We're in Japan. Hello. Kaya natin makukuha to. Let's do it. In fair. Do you regret those experiences?
Not at all.
Thank you. But I really should. I'm gonna make a series on what I did for my
You should.
budgeting thing.
Small victory. I think for me one more thing is I think the deeper appreciation for performing live. Don't you feel that way? Like kasi yun nga, we're in a band, Cheats, and before the pandemic we would perform pre-kids we would perform thrice a week. With kids once a week. And
now
there was a time talaga na syempre nakakatawa kasi nga ngayon kami ni Sab natutulog kami 7:30 like tulog na. And pre-pandemic, there were times na, okay guys, the call time for the performance is at 11:30 p.m. Tapos kami ni Sab like, what the
In
heck?
fairness, we would make it work.
We would, pero now
I can't think of it.
hindi, pero now, because of what happened, kaya ako sinasabi na, there was a time na, as parents, like, oh man, ang late ng gig, o tiring day to day, parang shit, may gig. To be honest,
Yeah.
it came to a point na ganun.
Of course, new parents.
I think it's a victory na now, especially with how we see the listeners of our music, and even seeing podkids. Yun yung na-miss ko talaga. Like, Going to a gig, tas padad.
Oh, I
No,
do
ah?
miss that.
So now, I guess, yun, I'm just really, really excited to perform again. And I miss that feeling.
Yeah. I really had fun at our, by the way, our Route 196 guesting, the last gig
Yeah.
online. I think that's still online right now. Just go to fb.com/Route196rocks. They had a whole live stream. And Jim and I, we did a live podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I think,
By the way, can I just do a sidestep? Kwento ko lang na I was messaging with someone who asked me to guest on their podcast. So nakatawa, we were scheduling it. And then she's like, does 9 p.m. work for you? And in my head, talagang, what? 9 p.m.? Who's awake at 9 p.m.?
ako kaya ko naman.
Hindi ko kaya.
Ako kaya. Ikaw hindi mo kaya.
Ako, kasi,
Siyempre, you're breastfeeding throughout the night.
And Vito just he's a wonderful boy, but he will not sleep through the night. You know, I want to say like, oh my gosh, he sleeps through the night. Like 4 months, he sleeps through the night. No, he doesn't. He wakes up every siguro ano ba?
2 hours?
Hindi naman. Every 3 hours. And he doesn't naman cry and unconsolable crying. Hindi naman ganon. But he just likes to
He's a very,
needs to latch onto
if he wants
me.
to eat, he'll eat. Ganun.
He doesn't even want to eat. He's pacifying.
So, before, we'll end the episode with a malibag. Before we do that, let's take a break.
Okay.
Okay, so we've been trying, we've posted a couple of times how we've constantly changed our podcast setup. And ito Saab, I'm so sad to say, with our this 4th iteration, ang sakit pa rin ang likod ko while doing the show.
Why? What's wrong with your
Hindi ko alam
chair?
bakit. I think it's the placement of the mic, pero like,
Maybe you're just too tense when we're recording.
no. But what we did realize nga, apparently I have very tight hips. Is that
what we realized? Yeah, we realized it together.
Yeah, we're one.
Aww.
So
We've got really tight hips.
apparently what I learned is because I've had the worst back pains, as in lower back pain, and it's not just because basically if you have back pain, it doesn't mean na masakit yung likod mo. It could be your hamstrings are tight, it could be your hips, and that's why I use Alaxan FR. It has ibuprofen and paracetamol formulation for body and muscle pain. FR stands for fast relief. It's the fastest Alaxan. I
am currently massaging my hamstring right now. I need one of those. How fast does it work?
15 minutes.
Oh, pengi ako. Meron ka ba niyan?
Yeah.
Yes.
Triggers are body pain, stress and fatigue, wrong posture. See? I think it's wrong posture nga eh. Prolonged or repeated activity.
Sitting.
It's the freaking sitting. Anyway, we just also want to thank our sponsor for joining the podcast and helping small businesses like Linya Linya. They are championing the modern day warriors, yung mga mandirigma, who are not only regular employees or citizens but have become so much more given the situation we're in. Alaxan is the weapon that powers through and helps our modern day warriors mandirigmas to be triumphant as they face everyday struggles, including body pain.
Hi, Jim and Saab. Please call me Nana. I hope that you and the kids are doing fine amidst this crazy period of time. I am a big fan of your family, especially the 2 boys. They never fail to paint a smile on my face. Anyway, I wrote to ask for your advice as an ate and kuya. A little background about me. I'm a 27-year-old woman, a company employee working at the power sector for more than 5 years now. And I've been single for almost a decade. So since she was 17. See, I can do math. Charot. My very first relationship ended when I was a freshman in college, and I have never been in a real relationship since. All the boys and men who followed after my first boyfriend either turned out to be douchebags or those who do not reciprocate my feelings at all. I can say that slowly I'm reaching my goals as an individual. I have a promising career. I just got accepted into a good MBA program. Wow. And I am able to provide for my family's needs while also providing mine. I have a small but loving and trustworthy set of friends and have a healthy relationship with my parents. And while I'm not conventionally pretty, I can confidently say that I'm intelligent enough, responsible, caring, and fun to be with. Of course, I still have a lot of flaws, but I'm working to improve myself day by day. So here's my dilemma. Will I still be able to find the one? What's your advice to people like me who feel unlucky when it comes to love? I aspire to be married already before the age of 32, but right now I do not have even just a crush or potential prospect for a date. It's especially hard to meet people now given the pandemic, and there are only very few matches I get on Bumble and Tinder. Probably because, like I said, I'm not conventionally pretty. Ha ha hoo hoo. I don't want to meet with those matches right now because I'm still very cautious about the virus. It's always been my dream to be a wife and a mother. I always pray to be in a relationship and marriage similar to what you two have. However, I am fearing that it's something that will not be granted to me. Parang ang ilap talaga eh. I am all for self-love and not settling for less, but sometimes I also wonder, wala na ba talagang magmamahal na lalaki sa akin? Hindi naman sobrang taas ng standards ko, hoo lol. And now that I'm nearing my 30s, parang mas nagiging imposible. Thanks for listening to my problem. Pakiramdam ko ang petty ng problema kong ito compared to all that's happening in the world. Pero baka may hirereto kayo dyan. Ha ha ha, charot.
Okay, thanks for sending that in, Nana.
Nana, she's 27.
Okay. Me first.
Sure.
Well, one, you're a catch.
Yeah, it seems like it.
You sound like a
Self-made woman.
great human being. You're young. You're 27. Like, you're so fucking young. Third, you're gonna get an MBA. And you're gonna meet new people. Diba?
Yeah.
So, that's one. It's really easy to be, to be so self-critical and not see any of the good things if you're in that pit. No. So maybe it's good that I think the mere fact that you wrote those things actually helped na remind you na you're a great person and there's so much about you that that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. About this thing that you keep saying you're not conventionally pretty. I just wanted to share. My friend used to call it cookie cutter pretty. She would say, "I'm not cookie cutter pretty," about herself. And if you think about it, cookie cutter pretty means you're just made out of the same mold. So all of these conventional beauties just pretty much look the same. And why would you want to be one of them, diba? So don't say you're not conventionally pretty. Just say you're pretty. You're pretty different. Right? I mean, if you keep thinking na parang I'm not conventionally pretty, baka you're just putting yourself down. And with all the great things that you said about yourself, I really think, grabe, I want to date you. Honestly, it's like it seems like you're very interesting and you're very hardworking, and it seems like you would make a great partner. I think lang rin, it's hard to have that deadline and focus on it. I mean, it's okay to have a deadline, an internal deadline na parang, oh, I that's my goal. Pero make sure you don't focus on it. And I still will say, don't settle for less. Because if you're gonna get married, have kids, just for the sake of having kids and getting married, you're not gonna have a happy life.
Yeah, I was gonna say nga maybe step back and try to see or try to list down who are the people whose voices do you hear saying na, hey Nana, you have to be married. You're 27 na, ano ka ba? Who's saying that? And then see how important they are in your life. Now, kasi once you do that, I had a friend nga who was in the same situation, was single for more than a decade, longer than you, and she was feeling the pressure, okay? And where we'd always end up is we would talk about our shared friends who did get married when they were 24, 25, and during that time all the titas were saying, "Oy, buti pa si A, buti pa si B. Kasal na. Uy, may anak na si C." Ganon. But you knew it. You knew when they were gonna get married. Okay, the guy's a douchebag. Okay, she's settling. Oh, he cheated on her, but they're still gonna get married. Oh no. So what I'm trying to say is that forget the age, forget the pressure. So it doesn't matter if 27, 37. Seriously, it's really about finding the right person. And just to support yung sinasabi ni Sab na conventional pretty. Definitely it's not that. It's just I think you just need more circles to join. You need a wider network. You just haven't found the person for you.
I think sa MBA yan.
Exactly. It's opportunities like that. And you know, it's good that you're on Bumble, you're exploring because most of the time the people who say that I can't find somebody, it's just really because they're you know, they're basing it on a pool of 10 people. 'Di ba? Na out of that 10, syempre, yung chances talaga of you finding the person that you could connect with, the person that will make you feel happy and you would, you know, would excite you, mas maliit yun. And kami ni Sab, like, strangely, at our age, ang struggle nga namin is most of our friends are still single.
Yeah.
And, not struggle, sorry. I mean, parang
Alam mo, ngayon ko lang naisip, Jim. Kaya maraming mga, kailan ka na ikakasal, kailan ka na magkakaanak. I think it's just, they just want to have people like them. You know?
Well, I think it's different when it's us with our friends. Kasi the point is, ginagago lang natin sila.
Yeah, because we want, like,
Na parang, lika na, para naman hindi kami FOMO forever. Parang pag-usapan rin natin kitchenware. Di ba? Parang hindi, ano yung ginawa nyo sa poblasyon kagabi. So, anyway, ang point ko is, that, yun nga, it's not about age, it's not about,
of course, there's a biological factor for, especially for women.
Sorry. I didn't mean to discount that.
Yeah.
What I'm basing it on more on external pressure or maybe the internal pressure that, you know, for sure was cultivated by your family
Outside
and
forces.
by outside forces, what society dictates. So, but at the end of the day, you know, it's about happiness. And the funny thing is, yeah, what I was saying was most of our friends whose most are catches.
Are caught.
Are caught.
Catches.
They're still single.
Yeah.
And what they say is all the time is kasi ito lang yung network ko eh. Diba? So ako, that's why I think Sab wanted to call out yung thinking you're not pretty enough, thinking you're not good enough. Honestly, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, maybe
It's just that you may need to go into a wider ocean. Di ba? Syempre, kung nasa lake ka ngayon, okay, high fish.
walang okay na fisherman.
Nasa Manila Bay ka lang, white sand lang yun nandyan, di ba? Pero pag pumunta ka sa Pacific
Baka
Ocean,
puro tae ka lang sa ano.
pag pumunta ka sa Pacific Ocean, oh shit, it's Moby Dick.
That's funny. Eat me, Moby Dick. That's funny.
Yeah.
And also, adding to what Jim said, I was gonna say, oh shit, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I guess that's time for the piano.
No, wait. I was gonna say something. Action steps, Jim. Action steps. What action steps can she take right now? What's her homework?
Build yourself up.
That's like an action step.
Hindi, kaya nga.
Okay.
Syempre, may...
Sorry.
Ako ang
Sorry.
si Finding Happy Dad ang mo ba?
The action step mo is listen to Finding Happy by Happy Dad. the
I'm
podcast.
kidding. Hindi. What I meant was, so build yourself. So that starts with, I know, these are the small things that you can do that honestly, by day, they can be small victories. So learning to journal, practicing gratitude, having a morning routine. Basically, find things that, doing an exercise that makes you feel confident.
Yeah, I feel like it makes you glow, and therefore you're gonna attract more.
So doing small things on a daily basis to build yourself up. So, para lang, and then the second step, which is maybe post-virus na, diba? Parang, then keep exploring, keep trying to meet new friends, keep looking for friends, because here, this is the thing. If you want to meet the love of your life, it means you have to keep searching for the next friend.
Although I have to make it clear, Jim, when you and I first met, it took us 7 years before we had a thing. So it could be you could have met him already, but he's just not at the right state of mind. Ikaw rin, diba? So maybe you just need there will be the right time talaga. Just make yourself, just prepare.
Labo.
Pangit nung ending.
Piano.